I'll ask a question, I'll wait for a response of like this. Maybe they'll be talking like this. I use that is a cue to get the kids talking louder, maybe saying it again, knowing that I'm an active listener to what they're saying. So that's one really basic TPR gesture that I use. I like using a lot of gestures. When I ask kids to, and since I work in Spanish, I'll say, dime una oración. When I say oración, which means sentence, I always hold my hands like this. Dime una oración. And I'm kind of pulling my hands apart like this. Like, I want something more. I want something bigger. So I'll use my hands to do that gesture. Again, I feel like that's a really powerful visual cue when learning something, a new skill for a kid, that maybe instead of typically they're answering with one word responses, I need more. Speech therapy is all about expanding that language, using a longer utterance. So I'll do that one. I pretty much do that almost in every single session, multiple times. So kids kind of learn that I want more out of a response, because that's what I'm always doing. Oración, oración. So that's another thing I do. I do a lot of facial expressions. When we're talking about emotions, I'm going to be really acting like sad or happy. Typically, one thing I do that I never did in the schools, when I was in the schools for 10 years, I almost never did this, which was just smiling all the time. The thing about a screen is that if you don't smile, you look kind of like angry. And it's one of those things, like when you're in person, you don't get that vibe. So now that I have that video, like that, it's almost like a visual biofeedback, looking at a little bitty like inset of my own face for an entire session. I have to like keep track of what my face is doing. So I'm almost always putting on a big smile. I'm engaged, we're here together, because if I don't smile, look how serious I look. I mean, it's not motivational to them. So yeah, I think it's important, if you want to read more about TPR, I definitely suggest Googling it. There's